Akuro has become perfect using Kuni, the perfect vessel for him. Kuro, our friend and companion through most of this journey, has turned dark and joined Akuro. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Okamiden. In the last episode, we got to the Moon Cave to confront Akuro, only to find out those harsh truths. And in this episode, we will be completing the trials Akuro has set for us. We must fight our way up to him while rescuing all of our partners. Akuro, being perfect, has a vessel of pure light. He inhabited the body of Yami in the past, a vessel of darkness which simply was not able to complete yin and yang for him. He now is the embodiment of the powers of light and dark itself. We're going to start off by rescuing Manuku, and we need to take down quite a few enemies along the way to do it. There are a few different items that you can obtain here. None of them are collectibles, none of them are necessary. You may grab them if you want, but there are merchants along the way, and I don't really find any of them all that necessary, so I'm actually, for once, going to be taking a shorter route than normal. Whenever you have to reclaim a partner, you need to fight a boss to do so. Right here, we don't have much of a boss, we have just a regular old Gacha Dokuro, meaning that I have one final chance to pull off a Cherry Bomb floral finisher. Let's see if I can do it. I probably won't. But before we carry on, though, I would like to bring up a few things. First of all, I want to get this out of the way really quick. There is that one final block of unused text that I keep bringing up every so often, but say that I can't tell you what it says due to spoilers. Now, I want to mention this. I still cannot quite tell you what it says, but I will just say simply one last thing about it. You will know what it says by the end of the series. I have nothing more to say about it than that. You will know what it says by the end. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. So, we're going to finish off this Gacha Dokuro and take him down. Let's see if we can. Cherry Bomb. I was hoping he'd set it off, actually, but he didn't. Did that do it? No, it did not. I'm starting to think they don't have a floral finisher because I know for a fact that the armored Dokuros do not. You get a Steel Soul Sake from taking him down. I've taken the liberty of equipping my Steel Fist and Steel Soul Sakes. I highly recommend you do the same. I'm going to be using my Mirror of Truth through here, as, let's be honest, there is no better Divine Instrument to use than the strongest Reflector in the game when you're in the final battle. So, now we can take the fight to Akuro. Let's grab Manuku, and feels good to have the big lug back on our back, if I do say so myself. However, it does not feel quite so good for Chibi. Now what I like is, all the abilities of your partners are put to the test here. You need to use all the abilities of all of your partners here. As you saw, there was a cannon that we need to use to progress, which of course we need Manuku to activate. Technically, we can control fire ourselves, but we're just going to assume that you can't do that. And there is one final thing that I would like to say really quick before we carry on, and that is just simply, I want to say that Shiranui being taken down by Akuro. I used to loathe and detest that cutscene, thinking that it destroyed the continuity, but I've kind of come to accept that Okamiden, us going back in time, I accept it as us changing the past, so I don't think it's nearly as big of a deal as I once did. Now, you can floral finish enemies in here, but of course you can't go back to Yakushi Village, so there really isn't any point, especially if you have the highest Divine Instrument, so I'm not going to worry much about doing it. I did it right there, but I'm not going to be doing it all that much. So, anyone who has an issue with that cutscene, I just like to think of it as the fact that we changed the past, because none of these changes could have been made to the past until the reincarnation of Amaterasu, Chibi-Terasu, was born. So, that's really just how I like to think of it now. I used to hate that cutscene, and it was my one issue with Okamiden. It was my one major issue with Okamiden's story. But check this out. Do you see that? What is it? Doesn't look good, but we don't have a choice. We have yet to see a black switch. So, the final type of switch. Let's hop in the cannon and find out what it does together. Yarg! Says Manuku. My thoughts exactly. Yarg, it's pink. Check it out. It's Master Anura. Haven't fought him in quite a while, or even seen him in quite a while. It's a giant toad. Don't worry, I can take him. So even when we were taking down this guy, we were doing exactly what Akuro wanted. Think about that for a moment. Akuro not only was the driving force behind Yami and Orochi, but he has God do his bidding for him. That is how deceitful he is. He had God take down the other forms that Yami split into for him so that he may reunite with them, and then used God to find him a better vessel than what he had in the first place. If that isn't really freaking cool and really freaking evil at the same time, I don't know what is. It doesn't get much better than that. So by doing that, as always, we drain a bit of his health, and you might notice those balls of light that are floating into Chibi as I am attacking. That is actually the scent charm. I'm not going to be abusing it, like I said, as it is the most overpowered thing in the game, but the scent charm, as you attack enemies, you recover health from doing damage. I'm going to use it for a little while, but for the last boss battles of the game, I'm going to be equipping it, just because I find it kind of unfair and kind of cheap. And I kind of think everyone will agree with me that it is really cheap, because you basically have the inability to die when you have it. Not that Okami has ever been known for difficulty, but I think it kind of goes a bit over the top. It's something that I don't think should have been in the main story, and should have been one of the rewards for 100%, but unfortunately, it isn't that. So we're going to guide Manuku over there, we're going to put the last fruit, or the second fruit into place, and let's drain yet another big chunk of his health. He doesn't have much more to go. Now, I noticed something really weird though, is the ball of light floats over there, which I kind of don't get why it does that. I don't know if maybe that's because where the damage is coming from, but... Ah, dang it. I thought I was going to be able to pull away in time there. Once again, I don't do that. But as you see right there, I'm recovering health pretty dang quick from doing damage. You see there, I got back up to full health from those 2 hits that I took already. So that's just how incredibly overpowered that ability is. So we're going to use Bloom on that. And let's Power Slash him. Cause him to throw up the last of those Konohana fruits from the first time we fought him. And now, we just need to use Manuku one final time, and he is done for. As always, it is pretty much the same fight. You can Power Slash his tongue should he want to lick Manuku for whatever reason. And are we actually gonna... We almost took out all of his health without even needing to use the fruit. I kind of wonder if that's even possible to do. I don't think that it is, but I could be wrong, of course. And with that, we take down Master Onura for the second time. Whew, I can't believe we won. Told you it'd make a good team, Porkchop. Hey, do you see that floor? Never seen one like that. Something tells me it's special. So it has a spirit of a boss in it that we have taken down before. However, 2 of us together can't stomp it. Manuku needs to stay put to keep it held down so that Chibi may progress on his own. So only Manuku has the ability to press the switch. Let's keep on going. We might not have Manuku with us, but he invaluably helped us to press on. Kia! Now we must rescue Nami. Now, I'm pretty sure you get the gist of how this area works, and it's pretty much just going to be us fighting enemy after enemy, so I think I'll be doing the same thing that I did for Okami's last area, and that is that I will be speeding up for a bit. So I'll see you guys in just a few moments. And with bringing down that nymph, we have rescued Nami and have her gratitude. Thanks, Squiddy! You're welcome, No, wait, I do not want to finish that sentence. I'm ready to fight Akuro. So, let's get her on our back. And with her by our side, let's beat some more demons. Alright, we're back. That means we just have to keep moving forward. Once again, we have yet another switch that only Nami can press. So, unfortunately, I guess this is goodbye for Nami. She can't continue on with us as she's the only one who can press it. Alright, she assures us that she'll be fine, so let's press onward. Just gotta believe in that. And right up ahead, we got Kagu in danger, so you can guess what we're going to be doing here. Really quick, I just want to point out that I'm going to be buying some Steel Fist and Steel Soul Sakes from this Imp Merchant really quick. But with that, on with the fights. And whether we like it or not, we have rescued Kagu. You certainly made me wait long enough. Seems she's back to her old tricks. Alright, and there she goes. She calmed down. Just like an expedited version of her actual character development. So, let's get Kagu onto our back and fight some more demons on our way to Akuro. It's Kuro. We have to convince him to change his mind. But of course, it can't be that easy. We have one more fight in our way. But this is a very interesting fight. Check it out. So we're atop the Daidara Bochi once again, and it's King Fury. You captured me last time, but not this time. Check it out. Kagu's character development is shining brighter than the sun, shining brighter than the DS is capable of rendering. Here we go. That's the Kagu we know and love. She really is one of the best partners, if not the best partner. I'll say that much right now. She is fantastic, and as you see, she has fully realized her Miko powers. She can now fly around. So, seems we don't need Kuro to take him down this time. That worked out quite well, actually. Can you tell? I'm no longer the same person I was before. You tell him, Kagu! You are awesome! So with that, it's time for us to take down King Fury once again. I will say though, character development or not, I really do wonder how she figured out how to work that computer. Alright, that does it for every piece that Yami split into aside from Akuro himself. But before we carry on, I would like to point out this imp merchant. He is special from all the others. He can sell you some items, of course, but he can also give you the divine instruments, should you have the demon parts to make them. Get them now. However, I want to use my truth reflector for the final battles. He also has a really interesting third option, and that is I need better brush skills. If you did not pick up the optional brush techniques in Yakushi Village, this is your last chance to buy them. I highly recommend you pick up, at the very least, Fire Burst, Whirlwind, Splash. I highly recommend picking them up. But, as far as we've come, as much time as we've traveled, and as much betrayal as we've felt, Kuro is just over there. The time has come to not let him simply accept the fate handed to him by Akuro.